People pledged to Patreon today. Thank you if you pledged to my Patreon. You know, people basically trying to help me out here because who knows what's going to happen if I'm going to be able to pay my bills come April if this ad revenue issue sticks, okay? What I'm here to do is to give everyone an update because I heard back from Machinima today. Huge positive news. Machinima looked into my concerns regarding ad revenue plummeting in February. And they literally, the first thing that they said to me this time was, this doesn't make any sense. Everyone's ad revenue went up in February. So I was correct with my estimation that in February, ad revenue goes from a low in January and it spikes up because, you know, like I said, there's the Super Bowl, all those ads, there's new movies. I know for a fact ad revenue spikes on YouTube in February, okay?
35% decrease in the amount of money I made on advertisements.
So here's what Machinima has found. They did the math. And they said, Phil, we have confirmed that for some reason your channel made, they didn't give me a percent, but they actually gave me a number. So I can actually explain to you how it works, okay? The way it works, the way that ad revenue is measured is per 1,000 views. So on average, there's some people who make more and some people who make less. On average, in the month of January, I made about $1.70, I think, per 1,000 ad-supported views. Now, there's plenty of people who watch it and they don't get ads because they're in regions that there are no ads. There's people who have ad block on. So me telling you $1.70 means nothing. It doesn't mean that I made $1.70 per 1,000 views. It actually means I made way less than that, okay? But that's the estimate. January went down. On average, a good amount you're looking to make on YouTube for ad revenue is around $2 per 1,000 views. That's kind of what you want. You want around $2 per 1,000 views because that's kind of a good average. Now, the thing is, the end of the year, the holidays, it goes up. Usually it's like $3, $4, $5. And then in January, it plummets. It goes below $2, which is what happened for me. They said, in January, it looks like you made about $1.70 per 1,000 views for those who actually had ads supported and all that. In February so far, you're making $1.30. $1.30. So think about that. That's 40 cents out of $1.70. So that's about a fourth, a little more, no, a little less than a fourth, I guess you could say, of a decrease from what I was making in January. That's crazy. So already January it dipped, and then it dipped another fourth, another 25%. So it's true. It already had dipped by some, 10, 20% in January, then it dipped another 25%. So that's what's happening. They said, we confirmed this. Your channel is making way less money on ads, and we don't know why. And here's what Machinima is saying. They're saying, no, your ad revenue should have gone up. There is no legitimate reason here why your channel should be making less money on ads. It makes no sense. Now, what they did say to me was the only situation where they've seen this happen, where ad revenue goes down for someone like this, is if a video and or their channel is deemed as what's called, hold on, because they have the term. I have the exact term. I had the exact term. The email disappeared. I lost it, and now I can't find it. God damn it. The email has disappeared from my inbox, even though there's no reason for it. Oh, wait a minute. I sent a reply. I should be able to find it based off of that. Got it. Jesus Christ. Okay. It's called what's deemed
Advertiser unfriendly.
Alright, what does that mean? It means an advertiser or someone looked at the channel and said, this channel doesn't look like it would be advertisement friendly. Now, what kind of channels get this? This was actually a big controversy earlier in 2016 when people who were vloggers were doing vlogs about things with tags that had like sex or rape and stuff like that. Politics, they were doing videos on politics, and those were being deemed as advertiser unfriendly, and the vloggers were complaining on YouTube, we're vlogging about stuff that's pertinent topics, and you're telling me just because it's a topic that maybe isn't like PG, that it's advertiser unfriendly, and now I can't make money on it anymore? So what happens on YouTube, if you have a video that's deemed advertiser unfriendly, first of all, you're supposed to get a notification, and in the video manager, which is a page on YouTube for anyone who uploads videos, there's a little icon when you monetize a video, and it says green for monetized. It changes supposedly to yellow and says it is monetized, but it's been deemed advertiser unfriendly, therefore you're going to earn limited ad revenue on this video, alright? Now that's a per video. That's not even supposed to be a blanket thing that happens to an entire channel, but what Machinima is telling me is, yeah, for DSP Gaming, your entire channel in February is making less ad revenue for no apparent reason. And they even said, we see nothing. There's no indication anywhere that you've been deemed advertiser unfriendly. In fact, it wouldn't even make logical sense. All I do on DSP Gaming is let's play videos of video games, right? I'm not doing controversial topics. Nothing. None of that stuff. It's just raw gameplay, which has forever been deemed as advertisement worthy on YouTube. So it's complete horseshit. I mean, I had an advertisement or a partnership contract to put advertisements on my videos since 2011. I'm pretty sure that 6 years later, one night, someone didn't flip a switch and say, oh, video game, gameplay is now advertiser unfriendly on YouTube. Bullshit, right? So, that was the first email I got from Machinima. Let me summarize. I did have a 25%, roughly, decline in ad revenue from January to February. It's confirmed by YouTube, or confirmed by Machinima, excuse me. I should have had an increase, not a decrease. So I was right in my estimation. I should have made more money, and I made less. I was right there. And there seems to be no logical reason why this happened. It seems to be an error because I'm not deemed advertiser unfriendly. There's no indication anywhere that this has happened, okay? So then, Machinima followed up again later, and about half an hour later sent me another email and said, Phil, FYI, we're looking into this for you. We're deep diving into our data. We found someone else who's also a managed partner in our network, just like you, who has the same problem. Now, I don't know if they were aware of it or not, but we found them. Now we have 2 cases. So now we're going to YouTube to find out what is going on with you and this other person. Because this, obviously, it's ridiculous. I'm going to go out of business. This is ridiculous. I'm making less money for no reason. So everyone else who puts videos on YouTube is making more money than me right now.
So I've been selected to be the shit stain of YouTube because someone at YouTube is a fucking idiot.
And I told you, just like yesterday, I've so had it with this. I've had it with having my business get screwed over every little which way by YouTube. They've changed so many things over the years that have screwed over me and my business model. I'm infuriated right now. And now to find out that this might be an error or something that happened, oh my God, it's really hard for me to not want to file a lawsuit at this point. Seriously. All the shit that they've done, it's really getting difficult. And of course people are saying, Phil, but you signed terms of service when you signed up for YouTube. And so what? With all the shit that I have compiled, who's to say that if I were to take them to court for wrongful treatment, oh, look at this, every little thing they've done hurt my business, yet they weren't transparent about what they were doing. This in particular, zero transparency about taking away ad revenue from me for no fucking reason. They don't have a leg to stand on here. They have no defense whatsoever for what they've done to me, okay?
I don't know, man. Well, thing is, I love doing YouTube. I wanted to do YouTube as a living. You take YouTube to court, I'm not going to be doing this no more.
So, the thing is, I'm just hoping this will get resolved. They'll find out maybe it was an internal glitch, it was an error. Maybe they got an employee who hates my guts, he's a fucking detractor, and he watches all the fucking angry videos about me on YouTube, and he's a dick, and he decided behind the scenes to flick on the switch to lower my ad revenue on DSPgaming. Who fucking knows what it is? I actually don't even give a fuck. I just want it fixed. Because now it's 3 weeks, over 3 weeks in February. Today's what, the 23rd? So 23 days where I've been making 25% less than what I'm supposed to be making. By the way, do you think YouTube's gonna pick up the slack and pay me for that? Fuck no. They're gonna say, oh well, we fixed it now, so it's good for going forward, and they're not going to pay me the money they owe me, basically. So, I don't know.
I'm still nervous.
We don't know what's going on, but this is, at least we've got confirmation that the issue exists. From Machinima's standpoint, this is completely erroneous, and they're going to bat for me with, with YouTube, and hopefully they'll have an update. Okay?
I just want to play games, man. I just want to have fun. I want to go back. I'm serious now. I just want to go back to how it was when I started with Machinima in 2011, when every day I could just walk in, I could play games and have fun. I don't have to worry about ad revenue. I don't have to worry about copyright strikes. I don't have to worry about nasty fucking people saying shit behind my back and saying I'm a liar. Someone's been spamming me today. I lied in my video last month in January. I lied about what I had made. No, I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about, you stupid idiot? Like, this is what I mean, but they take this shit. Oh, Phil made a video in January saying that he had made less money. Now he makes one in February and it contradicts the first one. Therefore, Phil's a terrible person and a liar. What? Like, what? And that's it. There's no evidence because it's not. It's factually untrue what they're saying, but they'll all hype each other up about it, right? They hype each other up, and now it's a group mentality, a bandwagon, and now they all believe it.